Welcome everybody to a new My Hero Academia video. Guys, I wanted to make this video to kind of like have a video saved up, so that we can see Endeavor before he's fixed. And then, I'll release another video of him on PvP after his fix so that we can compare, exactly how much the difference is, before, the mini heal that he has right now and the big heal that he should have. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video so that we can just have a point of reference so that we can compare afterwards. So yeah, one thing that I will say is that Endeavor is really not the best in PvP right now. You guys know that I really like playing PvP. I play a lot, and from my point of view, at least, Endeavor really isn't all that great, and mostly it's because it's exactly because of his healing. You can see right there that he didn't heal at all, and so yeah, that's a big problem, because he deals so much damage to himself. He just kills himself against his enemies. This is not true in PvE, I feel like. In PvE, if you manage your combos right and you manage your healing and your dodges right, that Endeavor is fine, right? But in PvP, oh my god, he needs the heals in PvP for sure. Like, he really desperately needs it. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, honestly. Another thing that they should really fix is that they need to show on your health bar. They need to show that you have the shield. They need to show the shield on your health bar so that you know exactly how much health you have left, because right now the only thing that indicates that you have your shield on is, like, at least if you're against an Endeavor, it's just the animation of the shield around the hero, right? Like, but how do I know how much health does he have, right? How much shield does he have? How much until I pop his shield and he heals and he gets an attack buff and stuff, right? Like, so they really need to look into that. At least for PvP. I know that Endeavor is supposed to be a PvE character anyway, not so much a PvP, but still, like, people still want to bring him to PvP. So yeah, I'm just getting my ass handed to me by Aizawa, unfortunately. Endeavor, the only thing that Endeavor, well, not the second thing that Endeavor actually struggles a lot with is that his animations are so incredibly slow, dude. He's so slow. This affects him also in PvE on some, like, especially on the timed events, like mock contest, that you have to do stuff before the timer runs out, and his animations are so freaking slow, dude. It's so frustrating, because you ran out of time and you didn't deal any damage. It's not because he lacks damage. It's really not because he lacks damage. It's just that his animations are so slow. You're not able to push enough damage in time, right? In PvP, that's not really an issue, because like, I don't think I've ever run out of time in PvP, honestly. Maybe with someone playing like Rat Aizawa. And by Rat Aizawa, I basically mean throwing the caltrops on the floor and then just standing there the whole time waiting for someone to come in, for your enemy to come in and step on them and then just bleed to death. And that is just a really disgusting way to play Aizawa. I know, obviously, running on the other side of the map and changing stances until you can teleport to your enemy is also not very fun or very cool, but that, at least that's how, like, more mechanical, right? Like, it's more how you're supposed to play Aizawa. You're supposed to be sneaky and jump on your enemies when they don't expect it, and so for that you need to go to the stance that turns you invisible so they don't expect you, and you teleport behind their backs. That's kind of how he's meant to be played, right? But like throwing caltrops on the floor and then just waiting for your enemy to just step on them and just die is so it's just a disgusting way of playing him, honestly. I really don't like that. So yeah, let's go to the next match. Alright, so we are here again. This is my team. I'm not really set. I'm not sure I like this setup. Honestly, I'm probably not going to have Endeavor in ranked. I don't think he's great right now. We'll see after his fix, but I don't think I'm taking Endeavor to ranked. These are unranked matches because I was just testing the guy. But yeah, I don't think he's good. That's so funny. Ida trying to run away, and then I just drag him in with the W. Guys, remember that. So another thing about Endeavor, right? His E without lance form can be interrupted. So be very careful about that. It's so easily interrupted. His W cannot be interrupted, but you can still get hit. You can get hit by ultimates. So please keep that in mind, because I made the mistake of thinking I was invincible while charging my W to raise my temperature, and I just got blasted by an ultimate. So be very careful. I know it's tempting to use your W to charge your temperature as soon as possible so that you can throw your lance, but your W should actually only be used to bait your enemy into you, either by dragging him or by them, thinking they're safe, because they're just they just woke up to you. They think they're safe because they can deal damage while you charge. But what you should do is, as soon as they are within range, you release your W, because that will throw them to the floor. So it's kind of like a trap. It's very difficult, and as soon as people pick up on it, it's not going to work anymore. So basically his W is not particularly good in PvP, especially if people catch up on it, and they realize that you shouldn't get close to Endeavor when he's charging his W. Honestly, letting him charge his temperature is not that big of a deal. He can still kick your... I feel like it's kind of equal between his non-lance form and his lance form. He does deal more damage in his lance form, and I feel like he's a little bit more agile. But it's fine. It's not the end of the world if you cannot charge your temperature. You have to be very careful about that, because I already know a lot of people are going to make the mistake of being desperate to charge their temperature so that you can use the lance. Don't fall for that, especially because Endeavor also has, like I said before, right, he doesn't heal by a lot. So just using his lance form overall is not even that convenient, because he just deals so much damage to himself, and then you just die from 2 or 3 hits, so definitely keep that in mind. Just be very careful with how you use your resources, okay? And only use your E without lance form, right? The punch into the air. Only use that within a chain. Don't try to use it to interrupt your enemy, because you will not interrupt your enemy. They will interrupt you, and you will be very sad. And yeah, so let's go to the next match now. All right, so we're in the next match. This Ida, I think he kicks my ass. I'm pretty sure, pun intended, he kicks my ass. And yeah, that's your main use for your W, honestly. Like I was saying before, right? Be very careful with how you use it. You should only bait your enemies into it. But people are gonna see, I did again. So people are gonna catch up to that pretty quick. So it's not gonna be effective for long. Not that a lot of people are actually going to take Endeavor to PvP. You can see how he's losing so much health there. It's so sad. It's so sad. I was desperately trying to activate the shield, but now, see, I activated, but now I don't know how much health I have. Does it pop after, the next round starts? That's, like, what's happening? Why didn't I heal there? Why did I heal after the W and not the Q? So many weird things. Maybe it's just that I'm not getting the character. Maybe there's something about his skills that I'm not getting. But yeah, it's just really weird. And yeah, like I said at the start of the video, this is just going to be the Aizawa show. I'm just much better with Aizawa. Also, I'm not sure Endeavor. Well, Endeavor, I think he's fine, or he's good against speed type characters, I think. He's good at stopping them, interrupting them, like Midoriya or Aizawa. He just goes into his W charge, and then he just sends them flying, like you saw with Ida. So I think Endeavor is actually good at that. I'm so sorry about I forgot about that. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan tweeted about the weekend festival summon. So yeah, for those of you who play Dokkan, don't forget to do your daily missions so that you can get your tickets for the weekend summons. Not that they're worth a lot, but at least there's something. So yeah, I had to take my finger off to clear it off the screen, and then I just got hooked into Kirishima's ultimate. It was just sad times, sad times. Um, One more thing, guys. Like I always fall for this. I don't know why I never learn, but one more thing is be very careful with your preemptive cues on Kirishima, because they can just use the enemy can just use their ult on you when you're on your Q, right on your counter, and you can't counter an ultimate. So be very careful about that. I always forget about that. I don't know why. And yeah, this is just a smack. Yep, let's go to the next match. All right, and we are in the final match now. Um, I think this is actually the one where Endeavor shines the most. I think this is the one where I use him the most effectively. Um, so I think Endeavor actually excels against characters like Midoriya, for example, Ida, characters that don't, or Uraraka even, because characters that don't really have an easy time being interrupted, basically. So characters that are weak against his W, it's pretty much what I'm trying to say, right? Like if you can use your W to interrupt them mid combo and just throw them off their feet, then Endeavor is going to be pretty good against that. The problem is that characters like that are basically like Midoriya, for example, but the problem with that is that they're so fast. Those characters happen to be so freaking fast that Endeavor is going to struggle against them because his animations are so slow. Uraraka, she's very easy, honestly, because like I said, all of her abilities are interruptible. Endeavor can bring her down pretty easily with both of his E's. Even his basic attacks, he jumps into the air. So he has a good match against Uraraka. See, you can throw her off her feet very easily with your W. So yeah. He is favored against some characters, especially Uraraka. I think I would say is the most important one because she's very, very popular in PvP. So yeah, if you're wondering what happened there, basically she fell on my head as I released the W, so she died because she was at like 1 HP. So yeah, he definitely has a terrible time against Aizawa. Because like I've said many times already, right? Like Endeavor has very, very slow animations, while Aizawa is exactly the opposite. Aizawa might be actually the fastest, if not one of the fastest characters in the game, right next to Deku, right? They're just so fast. I know technically Ida is fast, but not in the same way. It's not like Ida just teleports all over the character, all over the enemy, right? Like Ida is more like I stand on your face and then I move away when you try to hit me. But yeah, guys, this is basically going to be the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment. What do you think the changes are going to be? Subscribe if you'd like more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next one. Guys, before I actually finish this video, I'd like to ask you a favor. If you'd like to support me by leaving a like, please consider instead to go to your App Store or your Play Store or whatever it is that you use, and leave a 5-star rating for the game, please. We need to bring the rating back up. We got our point across. There's no point in killing the game. The devs obviously listen to us. I know a lot of people are going to say that they only listen to us because of the refunds and the review bombing, sure, but we made our point, okay? And now I think it's time to bring the ratings back up. If we keep bringing them down, like some influencers are trying to say, right, if we bring the ratings down, they're just going to pull the app from the store, and then we're just going to kill the game. I think we made our point clear. I think the devs have demonstrated that we can communicate with them. Even if it takes them a few days to respond, they will respond. They definitely need to fix a lot of their communication. They really need to let us know at least that they are listening, even though now it's pretty clear that they do listen. But yeah, there's obviously still a lot of problems with the game, but I think we can get our point across in a more controlled manner. I know a lot of content creators are trying to ride the hype train of I'm literally still in this from Gacha Death, but a lot of content creators are trying to ride the hype of the hate hype train to, you know, get more followers, get likes, get subscribers, stuff like that. But, you know, if we keep giving the game one star ratings, we're just going to kill it, and that wasn't the idea. So please guys, just let's fix the rating for the game. We can make up our point across some other way. We don't need to kill it. The game is awesome. It's really scary as a content creator to you know, especially a new tiny little content creator with less than 100 subscribers, to actually say stuff like this. But I really think that it's time that, you know, we stabilize this. You know, they more than compensated for the stuff that they did with Endeavor. They recognize their mistake. They're giving us the character for free. So yeah, I think it's time that we revert what we did. Okay, I'm not saying that what we did is bad. I'm saying it's time to revert it so that the game doesn't die. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Please subscribe if you like more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next one.